Hey Monte, this is Gerald. Good to meet you and welcome to the Valley.
I appreciate it. Good to meet you too.
I was just wondering if you could kind of walk us through your free agency process and what ultimately led you to choosing the Suns.
Um, you know, uh, I got good agents around me. I'm with Priority Sports now. And those guys was just letting me know the opportunities that I had out there. I don't want to say the teams and things like that, but it was good communication. But I think Phoenix was the perfect spot for me as far as opportunity, and just a chance to compete with a great team, great coach, and get a chance to win a championship.
When you look at your last season, obviously coming in late with the injury and then kind of having to find your bearings on a new team, how
Mhm.
exciting is it to join this particular Suns team and be healthy from the start of like a full season and training camp and all that good stuff?
I think it'll be amazing. I think it's right on time, especially with me not having the year I wanted to, despite injury and those things. Just having that hunger back, and just that drive to just show the league, that I'm still that same player. Just the injuries last year was a fluke, but I think it was a blessing in disguise for me to have this opportunity and be around a great group of guys and a great group of organization.
All right, next up is going to be Shane Young with Forbes.
Hey Monte, hope all is well. I'm just wondering, what in your mind are the biggest responsibilities of being a veteran point guard for a team that's, actively trying to win the title?
Just coming to work every day and pushing myself to a limit, especially in the summertime, to get in the best shape possible I can possibly be in, so we can hit the ground running, start a training camp. But also just being a general, just being a point guard, getting guys to spots and getting the ball to them where they need it to be productive. I think that's one of my biggest traits as far as knowing how to adapt despite who I'm playing with. Four guys out there, but I think it's big for me to know their games, know their spots, and also know the type of person they is, so I can, speak to them. I can't speak to somebody the same way I can speak to another guy. So that's all ties in to what I could bring to the table, and I'm excited to do so.
Next up, we're going to have Richard Syons with Fox 10.
Hey Dante, welcome to the Valley. I just wanted to, ask you about what goes through your mind when you see, the players and the talent you have around you with shooters like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, and how much easier that's going to make your job.
I think it's gonna make it, easier. I mean, I feel like I've always had a feel. I always took care of the basketball, played with some good players throughout my career. But these players right here, is Hall of Fame players, and I'm just excited to share the court with those guys and have some good moments and make history.
Next up is going to be Brendan Mao with Burn City Sports.
Hey Monte, welcome to the Valley. I was just wondering what your previous relationships are like with some of the guys on the team. Obviously, you played with Brad in Washington and played with Mason in Denver. Now you and Mason both coming over. What is that relationship like, and how do you feel like you two teaming up again, specifically you and Mason, can help this bench unit out in the
Yeah,
Phoenix?
I think me and Mason, we had a great run in Denver. Threw him a lot of lobs. And he knows how to get me open, and I feel like we communicate with our eyes. I feel like we played together 3 years, and then it was a high level 3 years. He would hit me on a lot of backdoor cuts and things like that. But he's a better person, also than a player. And I'm excited to get back out there with him. And then also Brad. We only had 1 year in DC, but I think we definitely grew, especially when we were able to both be able to be out there and play. I think it's the sky's the limit. I feel like we already built a little chemistry in DC, so he knows my game. I'm very familiar with his, so it should be a smooth transition.
We'll go back to Gerald with PHNX.
Hey Monte, I was looking at your basketball reference page and I noticed a nickname that I'm not sure if you're aware of, but the Count of Monte Assisto.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that? And where? I mean, I know that you've always had kind of a low assist to turnover ratio, but how long has that kind of been a part of your game and the nickname that came with it?
I haven't even seen that, but it's good to know. But yeah, I mean, my mom would always be on me about taking care of the basketball. She would say, you know, don't let them steal my purse from me. So I kind of treat the ball like my mama purse. I try to just keep everything, you know, intact with that. But you know, I'm going out there just to play basketball. You know, I've been doing this since I was like 4 years old. So just loving the game, and it kind of just comes second nature to me as far as trying to protect the basketball. I'm not trying to not make turnovers, you know. I'm just try to play within myself and you know, and try to play chess, not checkers.
And then on the defensive end, I was watching some film of you with the Timberwolves, and it looked like you were really taking that point of attack defensive assignment seriously. Is that something that you feel like is maybe slept on when people talk about your game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, coming into a situation like I did in Minnesota, they were already number one in the league in defense. And I just didn't want to be a weak link. So I had to come straight in and, you know, adapt real quick. But it was fun out there getting stops. I think this year was probably my best defensive year, despite coming in. But I think me putting on some muscle and stuff like that, it definitely, you know, made defense a little more easier. So I plan to be even better, you know, here with the Suns and you know, set the tone when my number is called.
All right. Thank you for the time, Monte.
Thank you, appreciate it.